Hey guys, how you doing? It's Henry at Mowers and Blowers. Welcome to another weekend product review. Today I got a Dethatcher Scarifier from SWIPESMITH. Let's unbox it right now. So usually you want to dethatch your lawn in the beginning of spring and then seed. So what a dethatcher does is, if you mulch a lot, which is what I like to do, I don't bag the clippings, I mulch, which means that I mow the lawn, I don't pick up the clippings go back into the lawn again to provide nutrients to the soil. I like to do that. But if you do that, you have a lot of dead grass that is filling the spaces in between the blades of your lawn. So you want to dethatch it once every year, usually the beginning of spring when the grass is starting to grow. Even then, it clears out the areas of the dead grass and it allows for you to reseed, and so now that seed can have bare soil to grow. I've had a few dethatchers before, and this is the electric one that's corded. I usually don't like corded ones, but if you're only doing this for once a year, it's okay. Instructions. I usually don't read instructions. I want to see if I can put it together without instructions. So I wanted to show you the bottom. They have the Scarifier attachment on. A Scarifier basically almost aerates your lawn. It makes trenches inside the dirt of your lawn so that allows seed to be put into the trenches. If you have a beautiful lawn, this will rip it up. So unless your lawn is in massive disarray, I'm not going to put the Scarifier on, but I do have a patch in the back that I would like to Scarify. But right now I'm going to remove it right now and put on the Dethatcher attachment. As you saw, putting it together was very easy. Didn't read the instructions, but there's this screw over here that's not really tight. You drill it in and it just keeps turning and turning and turning, which means it's stripped. So it's a very small, lightweight item. It's not going to be an issue. I will tell you that I am kind of disappointed that they didn't send me the option with the bagger. This does have the bagger option, but they didn't give it to me. So now I won't be able to show you how it sucks up the thatch. After you've dethatched it, usually all the dead grass is on top of the lawn. Well, you have to pick it up. You can either pick it up with your hands with a rake or something, or if it has the bagger on it, you can just suck it up. But they didn't give it to me, so I'm disappointed in that. Let's take off the Scarifier attachment with this Allen key, just 2 bolts to remove the whole assembly. And then we'll put on the dethatching. So the SWIPESMITH Dethatcher Scarifier has settings. Lift up, you can do it really low or really high. As you can see, my lawn is kind of lush, so it's kind of high. So I want to put it on, not the lowest, but second to lowest. Has a cool handle over here. These wheels are just plastic and hardly any tread, but it's not self-propelled, so you have to push it, okay? It also has a 14.5 gallon collection bag, which they didn't send me. But if you bought the bag, it would be able to take 14.5 gallons of dethatched thatch, dried grass, to collect. Of course, what's bad about corded electric stuff? You got this spaghetti that's going to get tangled up all over the place. But we'll see how it goes. You have to push the red button for safety first. You can't just do this accidentally. So you push the red button. That seems pretty powerful, to be honest with you. Because my lawn is really nice over there, I don't want to screw it up. So this is the side part of my side lawn. I don't care what happens here. So we're just going to test it here. Okay, here we go. That's right, one use and it's filthy. Anyway, it did really well. I don't know if you guys can tell, but look at all this loose thatch. Tons of loose thatch. Look at that. Now you gotta pick this up because the sun's not gonna be able to get to your lawn. These are like clumps, you know what I mean? So you have to pick that up. It did really well. Bad thing about having a corded thing is, you saw what I was doing. I went around this pole, and then of course I can't go anymore because of the cord. So I have to turn around and go the same way without running over the cord. So that's a terrible thing about it, is that it's corded. But it did the job, and it picked up all kinds of thatch. Unfortunately, I do have to pick this up now with another mower with a bag, because they didn't give me the bag. How can you not give the influencer a bag? That just limits your video. So I only did this part here. I want to leave this part undone so that in a few days I can compare the color and the growth and see if it makes any difference. So starting here, we have all the dethatched areas. And over here, we have just normal. I mean, that looks pretty good. Now I'm gonna set it up for the scarifier, and we're gonna go in the backyard where I have these patches where it doesn't seem to grow any grass because it's so dry. Let's scarify it. So this is my backyard. That looks pretty good. But then you get to around here. And I used to have a trampoline there, so I had a crop circle. It hasn't grown grass there too well for the past couple of years. So it looks pretty dry, and I just want to loosen up the soil. That's what you use a scarifier for. And then maybe reseed. And there's some areas here also that don't seem to grow. So let's see how it does with the scarifier. So as you saw, it did a pretty good job to basically loosen up all the dried dirt there. When you went straight and then you went crisscross like that, now that dirt is fine soil that's, you know, moist. Before it was just dry like a desert. So now maybe if I just spread some seed over there, it might grow. And I don't think I'm gonna pick it up because this thatch, right, is filled with dirt, so that's gonna help grow the seed, at least for a while, you know what I mean? So I thought I might just loosen it up, throw some seed on there and see what happens. And also over here, it was all super dry dirt, petrified soils that even if you water it, the water has nowhere to go. It's not gonna go in there. This, though, the way it looks now, I know you're supposed to pick up the thatch, but this acts as a sponge, and these are all pretty finely minced. I'm going to take another lawnmower with 2 blades, go over it and mince it up a little bit more. It's going to act like dirt, you know what I mean? And so when the soil gets in there, it should help it grow and catch root of this. Just at least to help it make it soggier, you know? Like I said before, if you have a nice lawn, do not scarify it because you'll ruin it for at least this year, you know? But if you have a nice lawn already, don't mess with it. But next spring, scarify it or dethatch and then pick this stuff up. I'm not going to pick it up because I have nothing to pick up. It's just dirt. So I'm just going to put some seed there and hopefully it'll grow. I already like it better than before. So this is the SWIPESMITH Dethatcher Scarifier, electric corded. It did a pretty good job. I'm a little disappointed they didn't give me the bagger, but I'll stop complaining about it. You just won't show anybody what it's like to pick up the stuff with a bag. As you guys know, the corded thing is a drag. If you watched my video with the time lapse, every turn I had to make, I had to either sling it around my head, sling it around this. I was worried that I was going to run over the cord. So having a cord is a drag. But if you had a battery in here, this thing would be like $300–400. You know what I mean? But it's very affordable. If you guys are interested in it, go check out the link in the description. So go check it out yourself. We'll see you guys next time on Mowers and Blowers.
See you guys next time on Mowers